Okay, so before we start this next block, I want to teach you about your nervous system, okay? And that's your sympathetic and parasympathetic. These two you must use together, but sometimes people are stuck in sympathetic for too long, and that's where they cause a lot of injuries. Now your sympathetic, it's your fight or flight, and then your parasympathetic is your rest, recovery, repair. If you are somebody who is stuck in your sympathetic, what you'll find is you'll feel tight all the time, you'll feel restricted in movements, you'll feel sore quicker. These are the signs that your body's stuck in sympathetic. Your body knows you're in sympathetic, so what it does, it tries to transition load elsewhere to protect your body. So this is where you are at risk to injury if you stay in sympathetic for too long because you load the body incorrectly. You might be doing a certain movement that requires you to hinge, but your body doesn't like that. So what it will do is it will try to use other muscles to compensate, and that's where you start getting a lot of issues down the track. You might actually be making your problem worse by training with a high sympathetic, okay? Your body's in fight or flight. So instead of reinforcing control, you're actually encouraging the body to compensate through movements, and this is where a lot of people go wrong. The only way to go from sympathetic to parasympathetic is to slow down everything completely. It takes between 20 minutes to 60 minutes to actually transfer from sympathetic to parasympathetic, and that's why in this block I'm going to be teaching you a lot about how to transfer from sympathetic to parasympathetic, but also to try to prevent any injuries occurring through this phase. This is why a lot of this programming, we're starting really slow, because if your body doesn't feel safe, it's not going to want to change. And you'll see that I put a lot of breathing exercises in this program. It's because I want you to understand how powerful it is to switch your state from sympathetic to parasympathetic before any session. I know that the sessions may seem slow at first, but they all have meaning. So when you're going through this block, I don't want you to just do the exercises. I want you to understand what your body is trying to tell you. I want you to slow it down, work through your breathing, have so much more control rather than just pushing through the reps and through the exercises. You'll eventually see through this phase how important it is for all these breathing exercises, but also how you're supposed to hold your body, and then eventually you'll start to shift from sympathetic to parasympathetic.